Right, I'm going to show you how to spot a tire kicker before they waste your time. Probably one of my personal favorite topics and something that took me way too long to learn. So a tire kicker is a prospective customer who shows casual interest in a product, offer or service, asks many questions, and wastes your time without any real intention or ability, emphasis on ability, to buy. The name origin is quite interesting. It comes from car lot visitors who would literally kick a car's tire to look busy or interested with no intention whatsoever of actually buying anything. So this is an interesting topic because as a coach or consultant or agency owner or whatever you are, you probably have an inclination to kind of help everybody, especially maybe if you're just getting started. However, that's one of the biggest traps you can fall into. Like, maybe I can turn them around. Yeah, I can help get them out of their own way. Maybe I can change their mind. Like, they are showing a few red flags, but I think I can get them there. I think that they might come around working with me. Chances are you're probably just wasting your time, to be honest. And your time is better spent on call with a legitimate buyer and someone who is actually interested in moving forward, otherwise known as an action taker. So there's two ways to spot a tire kicker and ways that you can actually avoid it altogether. So stage one is before the call. Okay, so in the closing clinic here, we've got the pre-call prep process in here to improve show-up rates, preparing for the call, doing everything you need to have your calendar set up correctly, where I go through a 7-minute video on everything that you kind of need in order to improve show-up rates and ensure that the calls that you're booking people are actually showing up to. Okay, so if we go through this one by one, you want to always have an application form rather than just a link to book a call now and you open your calendar to anyone with a pulse and let anyone book. We want an application with specific questions. For example, our current booking form to have a chat with us is their name, email, they can add people if they want, and it simply says there's an investment associated with getting the help and support required to reach your goals. Are you okay with that? Yes or no? Someone says no, we'll cancel the call. And making sure they're the decision maker and what is their monthly business revenue, and of course, mobile number as well. I'll show you another great example that's a lot more aggressive. You might have seen the synthesizer scaler guys on school. If you have a look at their booking form, it's one of the most aggressive I've ever seen, but I love it. When you get book, it's same stuff, name, email, add guests, what valuable outcome have you achieved, which is kind of their thing. What's your monthly current income with work and business? How much do you want to be making? And then this question here, is you so confident this program will be able to help you reach your financial goals, how much would you be able to invest? If someone says less than $1,000, the call will just be cancelled, and they straight up say that, which is kind of cool. And then just double confirming that the person will actually show up to the call on time, which I really like, which I'm considering putting that in our form as well, actually. So the reason why this is so good and filters out tire kickers is if anyone is not willing to invest $1,000, it's basically saying don't even bother booking, which I love. And they also say here, we cancel 30% plus of our calls, so fill out your answers thoughtfully. Okay. So you can either go for something a little bit more passive, just saying, look, there is an investment involved. You don't need to necessarily say how much, but just simply saying, are you able to invest in yourself to achieve the outcome? And people that say no, we just cancel it because it's going to be a waste of time. So that's the willingness to invest association there. Micro commitment as well. What we do is ask people to watch a short video, read reviews, go through case studies, and you can actually track to see whether or not the person opens it and whether or not they watch it with certain software. Okay. And if they do, sometimes we've got like, I don't know, 50 plus case studies or something like that, loads of video testimonials. And I can see whenever there's a new view on it and where the view came from and who watched it. So if I've just booked a call with someone and I send them over to that, I say, I need you to watch a few of these before we chat. I'd recommend watching this one and this one. And then those view counts go up and I'm notified they're actually watching it. Probably going to be a good call. People that don't, I hop on the call and I say, did you watch the video? Did you check out our brochure? Did you see the case studies? No, I didn't have time. It's like, cool, massive red flag. Next part is how soon they book. So what I'd recommend is if you got to book a call with us, right, it's only going to show you availability in the next week. So you can see it's only going to go up to Monday the 10th. Today's the 30th of July. So it gives you a week in business days, of course, Monday to Friday. Okay, you can be a little bit more aggressive with this. I've seen people with like only the next 2 days or next 3 days or something like that, which is kind of cool. But you don't want people booking like 2 weeks in advance because they're going to forget. There's no urgency, no scarcity, and they're most likely not going to show up. So with the reminder behavior, you can set up very basic Calendly pre-built templates in Calendly and most booking software that says just double checking you're able to make it, blah, blah, blah. Just respond yes or click yes on the calendar invite. If somebody hasn't clicked yes on the calendar invite, I literally just call them, be like, notice you haven't clicked yes, are you definitely jumping on? Easy ways to avoid no-shows as well. is just call people and make sure that they're able to make it if they haven't said yes. Even if they have, you still can as well. Next part is also where the lead came from. So if they actually consumed your content on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or your ads or whatever it might be, it's probably going to be a very good call. As opposed to someone just trying to like get a lead magnet or get some general advice or help or something like that. Like our best calls, people that have watched our YouTube videos, just like this one, kind of get to know me and Harry. And then they book a call and they're on a call with me. I'm like, what do you think of the video, man? Like it's always a very nice, natural call because they always kind of tell already how I talk, how I run calls and things like that. As opposed to people that just want to like download our Hormozy A business coach, for example, and they book a call with me and I just want the coach. It's like, cool, man, no worries. Like complete waste of time. Stage 2 is on the call. So Tyre-Kicker tells the people, oh, I'm just seeing what's out there. I'm just looking around, looking at my options, exploring my options. It's like, okay, well, Hormozy has a great talk track around this. It's like, okay, so do you just spend all day looking at different options and kind of window shopping on information, or are you looking to actually take action on this? If they also can't name a specific problem or the cost of inaction of not actually taking action on solving that specific problem, huge red flag. If they don't have a timeline, I'm not really sure, man. I'm just seeing what's out there. I'm in no rush. It's like, okay, cool. People that mine you for free consulting. This is a big one I had last week, actually. Someone just asking for like an objection handling matrix and how to run sales calls and just asking loads of questions and wasn't actually keen to move forward on anything. Complete waste of time. I shut the call down after like 20 minutes. People that ask quick questions, and if I know we've only got 5 minutes left, can I just fire off some quick questions before we wrap up? They're stalling and they're trying. They know that you're going to try to close them and they're just wasting your time and their own time. People that have never invested in anything before. A lot of people think every opportunity is a scam. And there's a saying, I think it's Jeff Bezos, that Harry reminded me of this morning, actually. I believe it's like poor people think every opportunity is a scam and rich people think every opportunity is an opportunity to make money or something like that. So this is the quote here. The rich get richer because the poor think that every opportunity is a scam. That's actually incorrectly attributed to Jeff Bezos. There you go. Anyway, that's an easy tell. That person probably isn't going to be moving forward with you. Okay? People that price shop as well. They're like, what's the price? Just want to know the price at the start of the call. It's like, dude, you don't like. Biggest red flag when people ask for the price at the start of the call, just shut it down. Just like, if you're a price shopper, man, like good luck. Like we're at the point now, it's just no point even wasting time. Like if you're kind of new to it or you just want to like give your script a go and try to practice objection handling and stuff like that and use the call as a bit of a practice run, I mean, go for it and try to turn that person around. But depending on where you're at in your journey, if you sense they're a tire kicker, they probably are, and your time is better spent promoting a business and making content for calls with actual qualified leads and buyers. People that blame everything but themselves. Like a lot of people blame leads or they blame the market. My funnel's not good enough. The algorithm's working against me. The timing's not good. It's holidays, whatever it is. Typically it is tire kickers that can't actually take any accountability on why they're stuck and why they haven't moved forward already. The big one here that I've added is they're over agreeable and they have like absolutely no pushback whatsoever. It sounds strange, but a lot of people that are just kind of yes men. They just agree with absolutely everything you say. Like my question frames are quite challenging to the point where you're meant to kind of say no. However, real buyer signals, they will name a specific problem and what it costs. Whenever Harry and I are, struggling with something, whether it be website or ads or funnels or something like that, and we want to call with someone that can actually help us, like, what's the problem? I'll just give them as much detail as possible and what it's actually costing us, because I know that's going to help the resolution a lot easier. Also, people that have tried things before, if you can see that they've invested in themselves, maybe they've tried a few other things that didn't quite work for them, but they are actively investing in themselves to fix something, that's a great buyer signal. For example, Harry and I invested in a couple of people to help us with the meta ads because we just didn't have time to run them. So those two people didn't really work out too well for various reasons. And the third person, we just explained what happened. They're like, no problem. And the person we're working with now, we've been working with for 6 months plus. Okay, point being, we tried things before, we had already invested in that, and we were looking for a better solution. And we had a real timeline. People that have a real timeline and a reason that they have to move forward now or soon. People that lean into the tension, and sometimes it gets a little bit uncomfortable, but it's good to be able to take that accountability and understand why you're stuck or why they might be stuck. People that query you about the outcomes and the fit, not just the price, obviously. People that take ownership as opposed to not taking any ownership or accountability whatsoever. They might challenge you a little bit, which is always a fun one. And of course, if they are the decision maker on the call itself. There are a few ways to spot a tire kicker before they waste your time. I hope it helps. If you need any further help with this, we've also got the calendar section in here where we've got calls most days in here, or Monday to Friday. And you can hop on the open mic Q&A every Thursday at 4 p.m. UK time, where we got this question last week, so I wanted to make a video on it. People getting tire kickers and things like that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out the cruising clinic, it's free. It's our school community, school.com/send. The link will be somewhere here. We'll see you inside.